It's coming out your windows, it's coming out your walls, it's coming for your baby, it's coming for your soul. Can you hear me? Can you feel me? Wish that I could find you, wish I could remind you of what you mean to me. Wish that you could hide me. Did you cry enough for you? Now I see there seems to be some strange thing.
Sleep paralysis is a state between being awake and asleep. Your eyes are open, but your brain is still dreaming. You try to move, scream, breathe, but you can't. This puts you in a heightened state of fear and vulnerability. An electric sensation overwhelms you. Your brain continues to dream, rendering your horrible subconscious in the real world. The more scared you are, the worse it all gets.
Sleep paralysis is basically when you're asleep and all of a sudden you feel like you're awake because your eyes are open, and then you feel like this presence in the room, or you can hear stuff, and it's kind of, or even like there's something, like you feel something, so like you can feel like you stop breathing, but the problem is you're absolutely still and you can't exactly move in bed or anything. It's just this messed up experience that feels as though something bad's actually happening in real life, but in reality you're still sleeping. Worst experience with sleep paralysis was when like a month or so ago, I'd been getting dreams of where this guy was just like lingering in my room, and I didn't think of it too much and I kind of got used to it. And then one night, I remember it after camp, basically this guy, he'd been walking around my room like constantly, and then all of a sudden I couldn't breathe and I found him on top of me and he was strangling me basically. Well, when I first told my mum about it, she didn't exactly know what to do, because she knew I'd have like sleep, because I've also had insomnia in the past. She was worried about this one, because I only brought it up to her late after I had it, and she was like, she'd been trying to help me as much as I could, and the problem with that is that she gets stressed really bad, and so when she gets stressed, things don't go to plan. So I'd have to like tell her that I'm doing better, she shouldn't worry, just to like make her feel better, even though I know that I'm still getting it like once every night or a couple nights. And then for my dad, he didn't know what to say either. He was kind of just like, oh, shouldn't there be like a pill or something? But it's just a matter of mental state. That's what I had to tell him pretty much. Like I wouldn't sleep some nights because I'd be that scared. I'd switch off all my devices, switch off all means of electronics, and just sat in my bed, just hoping for the next day to come. Maybe get an hour of sleep at most. Yeah, I guess it varies.
Right.
The best way to explain it is, it's like walking into a room where you can feel like you've walked into a room before and you know that there's an axe murderer there, basically, and you come out of the room and you're like, shh, I don't want to go back in there because there's an axe murderer. So it's the exact same thing where it's like, I've experienced this now, I really don't want this to happen again, especially after all the times that's happened. It's the experience, it's literally as if like each experience has felt like something bad's happening, like you're gonna die, or close to death or something, but in reality it's just your mind messing with you, and it's the most, it's terrible.
Τις αλυσίδες της αγάπης σου πάρτες, τις επιστρέφω. Άντρας να μου λέει πώς και τι να κάνω, ξανά δεν επιτρέπω.
The experience has been something different, like, you know, I've worked in hospitality before, but working here is just, it's a different kind of atmosphere, and you meet different people every day, and it's really rewarding, making people happy and giving them a good experience that they're never going to forget. My mum owns the restaurant, so I am basically a manager. I work every day, I oversee everything, and I do stock and all that sort of stuff. So, and if I'm needed on the floor, I work on the floor or in the bar. I'm an all-rounder. Weekends is our busiest periods, like Friday, Saturday, Sundays will be booked out every day, which is really good. It's what we're looking for in a business. And Tuesday to Friday or Thursday, it's steady. It's not crazy enough to need more than one waiter on, but it's steady, which is really good, especially for the winter time.
It's really good. I enjoy sort of a multicultural approach. Like having a bit of Greek in Australia is quite nice. Yeah, no, it's nice, friendly people. Everyone's around. It's pretty busy, so I enjoy it. So if you have people that are passionate about the food and a really good atmosphere, that like you can't really go wrong. So the people who run it, the staff who are really passionate. It's nice having the authentic Greek touch to it, and it's something you don't really see a lot in Australia. So yeah, that's why I enjoy it.
Έστω και αργά, τώρα πια να ζήσει. Η δύναμη μιας γυναίκας δεν συγκρίνεται, σου λέω.
My connection to the restaurant is I'm a director. I'm one of two directors of the company trading as Tsitsi Greek Grill and Souvlaki. Director is basically the owner, or one of two owners. This restaurant was kind of in the making for many, many, many years, but unbeknownst to me, actually. It was something I'd always wanted to do, but never quite knew how I would get to do this as a single mum, raising 3 children on my own, on welfare benefits, really. And anyhow, series of events led to my having some funds that I was looking to invest in something. I met a lovely lady who is now my co-director of the business, Paula, and she came along with experience and know-how in the hospitality industry. I came along with experience and other elements of missing elements for the business's success. And we came together and forged this partnership. The business came about because of that, our desire to succeed, and the fact that our testing ground at the Prahran market of our food went so well and was quite highly praised and critiqued. Along with the fact that my dearly departed brother Nick is one of my main inspirations for the business. He would have loved to have done something like this, so I guess I like to think that I've done this with him and for him.
Che si mangia la zita, che si mangia la zita, che si mangia la zita la prima sera. Che si mangia la zita la prima sera. E nu panare de bere galante, nu panare de bere galante, nu panare de bere galante, sembra la zita la dava la nanza. Nu panare de bere galante, sembra la zita la dava la nanza. Che si mangia la zita, che si mangia la zita, che si mangia la zita alle 3 sere. Che si mangia la zita alle 3 sere. E 3 pesci che vanno nuotando e 2 lepre ben corrente. Nu panere de bere galante, nu panere de bere galante, nu panere de bere galante, sembra la zita la dava la nanza.
What's going on? What's happening?
It's finally happening. I told you it was going to happen. Chloe, go get ready. Come on, Chloe! Get to the basement! Chloe, you're the one that laughed at me when I built this place. You're the one that ridiculed me when I bought all of the food for this place.
What are you doing?
Ultimately, I don't know what this is or how long it's going to last for, but I'm going to last twice as long in here without you.
What are you doing?
If anyone decides to come in here and open this door now or later, I promise I will attack. Now go on, get!
Please just listen.
Shit.
Have a good look at yourself. What do you see? You look terrible. Look like you haven't slept in days. You haven't slept in days.
Don't listen to him. You look fine. You look great. You look better than you've ever looked before.
If only that were true. You stupid piece of shit. Walk away. Yeah, that's right. You're pathetic.
Stupid.
Yes, you were.
You are so stupid. Look at you.
I can see you sweating.
Stupid. Pointless. Worthless.
She knows. She knows.
Pointless.
Touch it.
Worthless.
Touch that.
The door is right there. Just walk out. Everything's gonna be okay. Just walk out. Open the door. Walk out.
Hi, my name's Amy Gilbert. I'm 17 years old and I go to Sandringham College. I love to surf, play netball and hang out with friends. Lyme disease has affected me in many different ways. Last year I was paralysed in my legs and was unable to walk. At the moment I'm blind in my right eye and it's starting to affect my left. I've been impacted physically. It's probably been the hardest thing because before I had Lyme disease I loved to play sport and surf and play netball. And ever since I've had it, I've had to stop all of those things, including school. And it's probably affected my family a lot, especially my mum, because she's had to become my full-time carer. Lyme disease is a massive political argument at the moment in Australia. Not many doctors recognise it, and the ones that do are shut down by Australian government. No doctors are allowed to treat Lyme disease in Australia. No doctors recognise Lyme disease in Australia. I've been travelling over to Malaysia for treatment, and they do a week of intense IV antibiotics, so 7 hours a day of IV antibiotics. And then they do 1 day of hypothermia treatment when they put you into a machine, put you to sleep for 7 hours and heat your body up to 42 degrees. And the point of that is that no bacteria can live over 42 degrees, so it should kill the bacteria off. Overcoming this illness has been a challenge for me because most of my teenage friends have been able to do a lot more than what I can. With all the disabilities that I have, I can't do that. So overcoming it, I've relied on my close friends and family to help me realise what I can do, and what I can't, I've just had to watch everyone else do it, and that has been very hard. But realising what others also can't do, I can also do a lot compared to a lot of other people. So realising how lucky I am to have all my close friends and family to help me do what I can do has been amazing. What motivates me to stay strong and beat Lyme disease would definitely have to be my family. There has been times where I've wanted to give up and it's been really hard, but always having my family and friends to support me has made me want to keep going. And for them to always remind me that I will get better has been a massive thing to make sure I keep going and make sure I keep going for what I want to do when I'm older. Eventually I would love to become a paramedic, but at the moment that's not possible. So at the moment I'm just focusing on getting better in my next treatment, which is in 2 weeks. And then after that, hopefully I'll get my vision back and then I can start schooling again and go to university. Helping me directly would be for my GoFundMe, which is a website that helps fund people and anyone can donate, and that helps me to get treatment overseas because it is really expensive. But also a massive thing would be raising awareness for Lyme disease and making sure the Australian government knows that it's here, and actually recognising it would be a huge success. So then people like me can get treatment in Australia and don't have to travel overseas like I do.
Well? I guess I didn't have a choice. Well, it looks like you lose. I'd love to stay and chat, but, you know, things to do, places to be. Enjoy the last moments of your life. Oh, and do try to enjoy it.
Hello there. How are we, everyone?
Hi, honey. How was the party last night?
Oh, pretty good. You know, better than kids. Charming as always.
Oh, James, this came for you today in the mail.
Oh, what is it?
No idea.
Thanks, all. Later, Kim.
Suck a dick.
Love you too, Kim.
Sunshine.